I accidentally attended my identical twins job interview. What happened next changed both our lives forever. The text came at 7:43 a.m. while I was half asleep. Sophie, emergency, why dat and ER. Can you cover my interview at Meridian 9 a.m. black blazer, resume and folder, life or death. When you are an identical twin, these switcheroos aren't uncommon since kindergarten. Olivia and I had occasionally stepped into each other's lives, parent covering detention, bad dates, dreaded family functions, but a job interview that crossed a line I called 3 times. No answer. Then came another text. Please, they'll never know, just basic questions. Fi prepping for weekess. 20 minutes later, I was power walking into Meridian created in my sister's blazer with her resume mentally reviewing everything I knew about graphic design, alarmingly little, and marketing, even less. Olivia had been obsessing over this position for months, parent her dream job with benefits that would finally cover her insulin. The receptionist smiled. They're ready for you. I nodded, stomach churning with guilt. This was wrong, illegal, probably. But if Dad was truly in the ER, 3 people sat waiting, a woman with a sleek bob, a man with glasses, and the younger guy whose expression shifted oddly when I walked in. Olivia, welcome, said bob hair woman. I'm Angela, creative director. This is Mark, AR, and Jason from the design team. Jason was staring at me with unmistakable confusion. My heart sank. Did he know Olivia? Had they met before the interview began smoothly enough? I channeled my sister's enthusiasm for design, regurgitating terms I'd heard her use, leading with white space. Our hierarchy, things seemed to be going well until. And how would you approach our Westlake campaign differently than you did in your current role at Apex? I froze. Olivia had never mentioned working at Apex. Jason cleared his throat. Excellency, I think there might be some confusion. Olivia Carter worked with me at Apex last year. And you are. He looked directly at me, not her. The room went silent. My face burned. I can explain. My phone rang. Dad's number. I answered reflexively on speaker. Sophie, where are you? Olivia just called, completely panicked. Said you are covering her interview. She's fine, Pert. We're having breakfast at Denny's. What interview? Time stopped. There was no emergency. No IR visit, just Olivia sending me into her dream interview under false pretenses. I looked up at 3 stunned faces. I am Sophie, Olivia's identical twin, and I think my sister just sabotaged herself by sending me here. Angela's eyebrows shot up. Why would she do that? Because Jason interrupted. Surprising everyone, Olivia starts amazing projects but never finishes them. At Apex, she walked out mid-campaign when things got tough. CapEx self-sabotage. I suddenly understood with perfect clarity. Olivia wanted this job desperately but feared failing again. So she created the situation where she could blame someone else when it didn't work out. I'm sorry for the deception, I said, standing to leave, but since I am here, Part Olivia isn't the designer you want. She's talented but unreliable. She sent me here because deep down she knows that. I turned to go, but Angela's voice stopped me. Sophie, was it? Do you have any design experience? No, I laughed. I'm a special education teacher who showed up prepared to tackle something completely unfamiliar because someone needed help, Mark noted. That's interesting. We actually have an opening in our community outreach department, Angela said. Shivan to coordinate our design workshops for underprivileged schools would require organization, adaptability, commitment. 3 weeks later, I started at Meridian. Olivia wouldn't speak to me for a month until her therapist helped her see that sending me had been her way of escaping accountability. She's at a smaller agency now with a mentor who understands her struggles with follow-through. We had coffee with Jason last week. Turns out he'd had his own journey with anxiety and recognized the signs. Sometimes our worst moments of desperation lead us exactly where we need to be. And sometimes the people who know us best, even our identical reflections, can see paths we're afraid to walk alone.